2 months after Constantiam first went online, a small group of players from 2B2T joined in the hopes of finding a new home. This is the history of 400 Base on the oldest whitelisted semi-vanilla server in Minecraft. A couple of months before 2B2T was saved from certain death by a YouTube invasion, the player count had declined rapidly. This was due to many things, from admin interference to server instability. It was around this time that I found Constantiam and told my base mates at La Rosa about it. Together, some of us joined this new server that was only 2 months old on the 24th of April 2016. As one server appeared to be dying, another server was about to be born. The group included players such as MRX, Spartan 512, Uber Slugcake, Victor 96 and Allmonger. We decided that we would build a base on the server, the first real known base at the time. MRX and Sharpie decided to call it 400 Base, a tribute to 2B2T's 700 Base. Work started quickly on the base, with a tower being built by Sharpie and various houses starting to be built, including Uber Slugcake's famous castle, still visible in 2020. Only 2 days later, on the 26th of April, we had gained access to the end, thanks to one of the 3 spawn portals that was under 400 Base. The portal is still there to this day, giving players a chance to enter the end dimension. Once inside the end, Spartan and Arivus laid the final blow to kill the Ender Dragon and collected the original dragon egg on Constantiam. We also used this time of peace on the server to create Enderman farms right at spawn on the End Island. MRX built one of the farms and Allmonger built another farm with a different design on the other side of the island. There were some new players joining the server around this time too. Some came from conversations on 2B2T and some came from Phantom's advertisements. Some of these players attempted to grief 400 Base but did not cause much damage. 2 more days passed and the first lava cast was made at spawn by MRX, myself and others then added more casts. MRX also created the first 2 withers at spawn, which we battled against to build our first beacon. By this point in time, the base had more structures, farms and villager breeding. The nether roof was still accessible back then, so we built a large gold farm on top of it. You can still see this farm above the nether, around 300 blocks north of spawn. 400 Base now had 13 members. Most were the La Rosa crew, but others from 2B2T who had joined the server were also part of the base. Here you can see a list of the 13 members. On the 2nd of May 2016, after a long talk, we all decided to move to a new permanent spot and make a huge base, using the nether roof to move out and head toward our new location. Sadly, during the journey, Allmonger decided to leave the group and make his own base, named Royal Dynasty. Baloney Pony, Silver Crown King, Varga Girl, Drew Bookman and a few more joined the server on the 3rd of May 2016 and went with Allmonger on his travels. An end treaty was then formed between our new base and Royal Dynasty, and this would split the end in half, with the main island acting as a safe zone. This lasted until both groups got enough elytra and other items from the end. 400 base was not just the first group project on Constantiam. It was the origin of things to come on the server. The base allowed players who were enemies on one server to come together and build in peace on another server. This then led to two groups ruling the server for some time, inviting their friends to join until it became the popular server it is today. This is the history of 400 base, and if you enjoyed it, consider subscribing and ringing that bell for more videos. You can also join my Discord server in the description to know about upcoming videos and live streams way in advance. So this has been the history of 400 base. I'll catch you in the next video, but until then, keep rustling.